Dragon Ball Super episode 43. It looks like the combination of Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue has made great repercussions on Goku's body. Now he cannot control jack shit of his powers. He cannot fly properly, he cannot do his instant transmission properly, and worst of all, he has lost his appetite. The guy who made the trope of main characters of a shonen having enormous amount of food, that guy has lost his appetite. It only means one thing: Goku is fucked. Yeah, this is worse than the fact that he died because of some heart virus. This is worse than that. I say, yeah, I'm saying that because what Goku is known for is his training, his strength, being stupid, and eating shit ton of food. This guy can eat the entire population's worth, the entire population of the earth worth of food in one meal. Yeah, that's how how much he can eat. And he has lost his appetite? He's fucked. He's completely fucked. Yeah. So he goes to King Kai to kind of get some answers, and King Kai, being Dr. House, kind of gives him an idea of what's going on. He says that he is suffering from some kind of key disorder, some kind of key syndrome, where he has to now take it easy. He shouldn't exert himself that much, because if he does, things would get worse. And pretty much tells him to chill, which we all know Goku isn't really good at. You're telling a guy to chill whose hobby of chilling is to train. So yeah, it's not going to end up well. But since we have Goku in a situation like this, it looks like we are going to get more filler episodes, because we know that no particular enemy is going to attack right now, and if even he attacks, it's not like Goku can do much over it because he has no control. I mean, it would be interesting if some enemy attacks, like some powerful overlord comes up from space, and we're not talking of Frieza, by the way. No. We are done with Frieza. We are so fucking done with Frieza right now. I know. I mean, I know Frieza is one of my favorite villains of all time, but Dragon Ball should get past of Frieza. Like, enough. We need a new villain. And if a villain pops up, it would be interesting to see that in a state like this, where Goku is not able to control his strength, control his powers, would he be able to put up a fight or not? It would be interesting. It would be funny as well. So, because of him not be able to control his strength, he pretty much destroys his house, and that's the reason why he has to stay with Gohan. So the first half of the episode was pretty much what just I told about. He fucks things up, and he lives with Gohan. The most funniest part of this half was when he ends up in Bulma's bedroom, and she comes out of the shower. Okay, so this isn't the first time that Goku has seen Bulma naked. This would be, how many times has he seen her naked? Quite some times, I guess. So he gets there. She kind of freaks out, and he makes fun of her tits. Yeah, Goku makes fun of her tits. Never really expected that from Goku, but hey, what the fuck? The It's funny, so yeah, deal with it, guys. Goku is kind of a pervert. Anyways, so like I said, the first half of the episode was basically concentrating on Goku, but the second half of this episode was basically showing how much Goku cares about his granddaughter. It was just an interaction between Goku and Pan talking with Piccolo, and it was a touching moment where he was talking with Piccolo. It actually felt like there was some emotions put into it. Then we get to the point where Pan gets kidnapped, and the whole the whole scene, pretty much I did not really give a shit about. I mean, I'm being honest over here. Her getting kidnapped, her releasing her key, flying around. Honestly, I don't really care about it. Because, to be honest with you, the only thing we knew about Pan in Dragon Ball Z was that she was a 4-year-old kid who was quite strong. In Dragon Ball GT, what we got from Pan was a 12 or 13-year-old kid who is extremely annoying, bitchy, and nags about everything. That was her whole character. So I don't really have good impressions over this character. So I don't really quote unquote like Pan's character because of that. But since she's a baby right now and she's isn't really that annoying. I mean, she just smiles and laughs around. So it's not really that bad. But like I said, I just don't care about her character. Also, wasn't flying a technique that you have to learn? As far as I remember, Goten and Videl both had to learn how to fly. This is not something that you can inherit from your genes. You cannot inherit from your parents. This is something that you have to learn. Because if that was the case, Goten should have been able to fly, you know, when he was training for the tournament. So, her flying is just a slap to our faces, like, yeah, fuck off, guys, we don't really give a shit about the whole thing, what we are doing, you know. So that's why I just didn't really give a shit about her whole episode. The two things that I actually wanted to talk about this episode was Piccolo and Gohan. You know, Piccolo is one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball in its entirety. From Dragon Ball, where he was the final bad guy, in Dragon Ball Z, where he was Gohan's mentor, his sacrifice, him fusing with uh, Kami, and everything. It was awesome. It was really a character that I cared for. Unfortunately, the anime doesn't really give a shit about Piccolo anymore, because this is one character who was known for his badassery. He was known for being a badass. He was known for being a warrior. He made Gohan a warrior. But now he has just turned into this sea level character, kind of like Yamcha, except he's getting more screen time than Yamcha. And this is something I really wanted to talk about since the time I started making these reviews, because, like I said, Piccolo stands a very high place. He stands a very high rank when it comes to Dragon Ball characters, because he is one of those founding fathers, you can say, which attracted audience. You know, this guy pretty much is one of the icons of Dragon Ball. And when you pretty much make this icon into a completely sidelined character, it shows absolutely no respect towards him. And I, this is something that I have observed from the very beginning of Dragon Ball Super. He has been never featured in a major fight. He's only fighting small fries, and I know even in Dragon Ball Z he was fighting small fries. He wasn't really fighting the real big bad. I mean, he did fought Frieza, he did fought Android 17, but he wasn't really, you can say, able to defeat them. But at least he fought them. He did something which was useful for the plot. He did something epic. But in Dragon Ball Super, his character is so much downgraded that he is pretty much a prop right now. You want someone to get his ass kicked? We have Piccolo. You want someone to kind of look goofy and kind of act as a father figure? We have Piccolo. Come on, guys. Show some respect for this guy. It really feels bad, because Piccolo is such a character who was an extremely tough, extremely disciplined person. And I know that it is important for having character development when it comes to stereotypical characters. That's the reason why Vegeta is now turned into this kind of a funny, goofy guy. Even though he still is a badass, but he is kind of at the line of being a bit more funny. That's his character development. But when you turn Vegeta into this funny, goofy guy, you still have kept his dignity alive of being a badass. Why can't you do that with Piccolo as well? You can make him into a father figure. For Gohan, he still is a father figure. For Pan, he still is. He is a father figure because he spends a good amount of time with her. In this episode, she does calls out his name. And that's fine. But give this guy something more than that. He deserves it. He more than deserves it. The same goes with Gohan. From the very beginning, Gohan has been sidelined. He has done nothing useful. This guy was the strongest character in Dragon Ball Z. At the end of Dragon Ball Z, I'm pretty sure that he was stronger than Goku. His, you can say, Mystic Gohan mode was stronger than Goku's Super Saiyan 3. It's just that he was never able to fight Kid Buu one-on-one. That's the only problem back then. I'm pretty sure that he would have done a better job than Goku. And when Dragon Ball Super came out, Gohan wasn't just powerless, he was pathetic. And now we have a situation where in the tournament arc where he had some hope of shining. He just kind of refused to go there because of his uh, presentation of some kind. And now we have this episode where he's shown as someone who cares about his family and everything, and then that's fine. But come on, wasn't he supposed to train to become stronger? He wanted to protect his family, remember? He wanted to protect his family, and that's the reason why he trained with Piccolo. But now even that is not being shown. Where is your training, Gohan? What the fuck, dude? Seriously, you were supposed to be the guy who had the most potential in becoming the greatest warrior amongst all of these characters. Unfortunately, even Gohan's character is being sidelined, and that is really bad. This is showing disrespect to your own characters, and I don't know why is and who is doing this. I mean, is it Toriyama who's fucking around with it, or is it other writers who's working with Toriyama fucking around with it? I don't know, but I would really hope that in future episodes we do get these characters, and we do get these characters do get some deserved spotlight on them, because they do deserve it. Anyways, those were my thoughts on this episode. What do you guys think about it? And what do you guys think about the role of Piccolo, which has turned from a warrior to a babysitter, and Gohan's role from a young lad, a young aspiring great warrior, to this really pathetic guy? What do you guys think about this whole transaction? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Till next time.